Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, Marshman and his friend Reuben freed Reuben's father from behind a boulder that he was trapped behind. And he said he's going to go back to Fireburg, so come back to his house to talk with him there. So here we're heading back into Fireburg here. We're going to stay at the inn, heal ourselves up, because we have a big dungeon coming up. Well, part of a big dungeon, so luckily the game doesn't make you do both dungeons in a row. Back at the inn we noticed, hey, Tristram is gone, so wonder where he went. But let's head to Reuben's house here. There's Reuben's mother there. Thanks, Arion made it back. And let's talk with Arion here and see what he has to say. I forgot to tell you, the crystal fire's in the lava dome. Alright, so that's where we're going to be headed. Well, we're not going to be actually heading to the lava dome now. Well, first we got to go through the volcano. We got to make our way up the volcano. A master sees the monsters through the volcanic gas. So we got the volcano to go through, and then that will take us into the lava pit. Luckily, like I said, the game after we go through the volcano, it'll let us like rest up before we head right into the lava pit. So we got some new enemies and some old enemies here. When you talk with these looking things, we run into the ghosts. The ghosts, like the zombies, they can multiply themselves, and they can also confuse you with a counterattack if you hit them with a physical attack. So if you're gonna hit them with like Marshman's, don't hit them with like Marshman's like axe or cat claw. Use like a cure spell on them, or you can use a bomb. I just used the cure spell there because I'm not really worried about my magic in this thing. I'd probably be more worried about my magic if, you know, I'd have to do this volcano and then the lava pit all in one go. But once we open our way to the lava pit from the volcano, we'll be able to leave here and go back to town, heal up. So we're going to be using our magic liberally here. So these guys are kind of annoying, these nightmares. You can see what they can do is they can confuse you, and there the ghost just multiplied itself. So yeah, I have no problem using wasting magic on them, using ice on them to take care of them. So I don't want to use lightning, even though I got lightning, because lightning is a wizard spell, and I want to save all my wizard spells because we're about to get a new wizard spell, the white spell, which is basically like the holy element, and it's going to be really good against the boss in this area. So I don't want to use any of my wizard spells. I'll just use my black magic spells or white magic spells. I don't have to worry about, you know, Marshman running out of cures because if I need to do healing, I have heal potions, the cure potions. And Reuben has the life spell. Remember, we can always use the life spell to bring your character back to full hit points, even if they're not knocked out. So here's our other last new enemy in this area. These werewolves. So they're probably a little less dangerous than the nightmares. But a similar strategy when you get into 3 of them. Have Reuben attack one, Marshman attack another one, and then Reuben can one-shot everything he's still here yet. So while he takes out the second thing, Marshman can take out the third enemy. So yeah, he can be able to beat enemy formations in 2 turns. As long as you have, you know, Reuben attack 2 different targets and then Marshman concentrates on 1. So past this floor, when we go up to the top, when we go up 1 more level, we're going to start running into the gas from the volcano, and it's going to hide monsters. I am going to go up the right side first, though, because it's really short, so we're going to have to only go through like 2 screens with invisible monsters, but we only have to get like 1 treasure chest up there, so rather than having to backtrack. So this is the only screen that we're going to have to go through right now on this side with the invisible monsters. And I'll just show off those battles. You know, it's just to show you that, you know, it's running into the same enemies. We'll be running in like the werewolves and the nightmares, the archers, the horsemen archers. So. But going to the left, that's the way you want to go to get to where we get the gas mask. that allow us to see the monsters. So it's just like the mirror in the ice pyramid, where once you grab that special item, you're able to see the monsters on the screen. Luckily though, on our way up to the gas mask, we're going to have to go through a few more screens where the monsters are hidden, but there's not a lot of monsters in the way. They're kind of nice. So the plan is we're going to go all the way to the top of the mountain to get, there's a branching path off to the left. We're going to go up one side of the path to get the gas mask, and then we make our way back down the mountain and then head up where the path splits. And but that second trip up the mountain, we'll have the gas mask, so we'll be able to see all the enemies. We've pretty much seen like all the enemies, so most of these battles are going to just, off-screen them, so... You already run into all these enemies, so like I said, the only two new enemies are the nightmares and the werewolves. And then there's the boss monster up at the top. Cure potions there. Look at how close you are. I know I made a thing about like holding on to your magic. Considering magic because we get to go back to the town. After this dungeon to heal up, but if you want to save just a little bit of time, there's always those seeds that we have. You can use the seeds. Using a seed on a character will restore their magic points to full. So, I just figured I'd go back and stay at the inn, rest up. So, I don't know. I just feel maybe it's the OCD talking, but like. Even if I like use Cure to heal everybody up to full hit points and then use Magic Seed to restore everybody to full magic points, I still feel less prepared than if I stayed at the inn, even though the stats are the same. It's just a weird feeling, but not just me. I'm weird like that. So look at us, we're weird because we're that nightmare is throwing up his hands up like, we surrender, I surrender. But he still attacks us, look at that. Just trying to fool us. The werewolf monsters do the same thing. You'll notice their herd animation. They have their little white flag of surrender on their tail. But they'll still attack you, so they're telling Fibbs. Not Fibbs like the rat from Marty Mouse House. He was a great president. So yeah, all these passages, they're kind of like hidden passages. You just basically have to like walk until you can't move anymore, and then just press a directional pad. Sometimes you have to go right, sometimes you have to go left, down, but they're not complicated paths, so it doesn't really matter that you can't really see them. Just walk in a direction until you can't go any further, and then, try to change directions, so, and eventually you'll find your way through. Like I said, it's a beginner's RPG, so role-playing game. So even the hidden paths are not like very complicated. So in this instance, Reuben's put to sleep. We can always switch to our bombs, and the bombs can finish them off in one hit. They're strong enough to the jumbo bomb we got. We'll be using those jumbo bombs to solve puzzles once we get into the lava pit. But here we got the gas mask, and we're on the summit of the mountain here. We're going to see the boss in just a little bit here. We're not going to be able to reach her though, but over to the right just a little bit, there's the boss. We did get to see the sprite right there, but it's just like a few tabs over. But yeah, now we got the gas mask. We can see all the monsters that reappeared. So nothing really matters because most of the screens we've already cleared out of monsters we've got to walk through. So just a few, like I said, just that werewolf group up there that we have to encounter. Because we already encountered the guy, the centaurs that were blocking this staircase up. We got these centaurs here, and then we have the dogs, the werewolves, through this little passage. So yeah, they don't have a whole bunch of hidden monsters, unlike the ice pyramid, but it's just a much shorter dungeon than the ice pyramid. And here we're back on the top here. So now we're just to the left of where we got the gas mask. Now this is where we're going to fight the boss. Make sure you, like I said, save those wizard spells, because that white spell that we picked up at the base is really, really effective against the boss. So. There's a treasure chest up here, just marking everything off on my map to make sure I get everything. Be done with this thing. Luckily, like I said, these dungeons aren't linked, so once we defeat this area, because the entrance to the lava pit is that ladder right there that's being guarded by the different looking sprite. You don't have to go through this ever again. By just going down the ladder, it'll take you back out to the world map and it'll open up the area. Well, like in like other Final Fantasy games, you know, like I'm thinking like Final Fantasy 2, we had to go through the Jade Passage and then through the Emperor's Castle, you know, or Final Fantasy 3 where you had to go through the Crystal Tower and then through the World of Darkness. Here they let you, you know, leave, so you just have to clear this area out once, heal ourselves up, get ourselves a full hit. This character can be kind of annoying. You can actually get this one can be actually kind of deadly, not because of damage, but this Medusa, like the Medusa of lore, can turn you into stone. So if she spams her petrifying glare, it could, you know, 2 turns in a row, she can stone you, and then you just have to, you know, reset. Well, not reset, but it'll give you the option, you know, to retry the battle. So you might get unlucky. Marshman has the heal spell to heal Reuben if Reuben gets petrified. But if Marshman gets petrified like this, Reuben has 2 options. We can use the item command to use a heal potion, or you can just use the life spell. I prefer to use the life spell because we'll also be able to heal hit points while restoring the status. So, unfortunately, Marshman doesn't have the life spell yet, but he will get it shortly. Yeah, you can see she likes to use that petrifying glare. Just like I said, have to hope that she doesn't, you know, outspeed you and use it before you can get the other character back online. So, but luckily that white spell, as you see, is doing like a ton of damage. Does like 1,400 damage. Between that and Reuben's Morning Star, which does like a little over 600, you're taking off roughly about a third of her hit points each round. So she's not going to last too much longer. White spell, very, very powerful. I saved off using it at first though because, like the jumbo bombs, it does more damage when it's just single targeted, but it automatically targets everybody. So there, we've taken out Medusa, and now we can head down into the lava pit. We'll just heal ourselves up here. And see, now this opens up the passageway to the lava pit. But like I said, I'm going to go back to fire burn there and heal up, stay at the inn, and then I'm gonna come back here just to do clear a little bit of the lava pit here. So, got a whole bunch of new enemies in here. Most of them are going to be weak to Blizzard. The boss, surprisingly, is not weak to Blizzard, so we'll be saving our wizard spells to use white against that boss as well. But yeah, I don't have any shoot weapons. So, no, these guys ain't weak to ice, but there's a few enemies that are weak to ice. Surprisingly, there's also an enemy in here who's weak to fire. Which is like, why would you live in a volcano if you're weak to fire? But we're about to see that enemy coming up here right now. We're talking these like bat monsters. We got into vampires, and they are weak to fire, just like the vampire in Final Fantasy 1 who was in the Oak Cave. So. Most undead usually tend to be weak to fire. Like I said, that was odd that those zombies weren't weak to fire, but weak to ice instead. So, and sadly, Reuben got confused and he took out Marshman, but thankfully he's out of the confuse spell, and he'll be able to restore Marshman. So, yeah, if you have a chance like this, like you can either try to finish off an enemy or bring Marshman back to life. I prefer to bring Marshman back to life, just in case that, you know, Reuben got confused again. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you know, you do lose a battle. The game, you know, asks you, you know, if you want to restart, you know, the battle, and so you don't really lose anything. And of course, the random number generator is, you know, shuffled up a little bit, so the battle ain't gonna play out the exact same way. So just because the enemy confused you this one time doesn't mean they'll confuse you again. And here's the best enemy to fight in this area. Here, we got these adamant turtles. Because what's good about them is they are both weak to axes. So both Reuben and Marshman have axe-class weapons, so they can both one-shot these guys. So you don't have to worry about using the Wizard Oathquake spell to take them out. It's always nice when you run into enemies that you can finish off in one blow. So heal ourselves up here. And we'll do a little bit more, yeah, a little bit of time left. I'll go a little further in this episode. Because this is a really, really long dungeon, and I'd like to be able to finish it in the next run. So I'll try to get as many enemy encounters as I can here. There's a few decent stopping points in here. So here's another new enemy, ninjas. So, they, like a lot of humanoid enemies in this game, seem to have a lot of weaknesses. So yeah, wind, ice, and lightning. But they're also weak to, you know, attacks. Reuben can still take them out in one hit. There's only one enemy in this area that Reuben can take out in one hit. Now, we could go down there, use the cat claw, go down and fall, but then we'd miss a lot of treasure. So what I'm going to do is, like, I'm not going to use those shortcuts to fall. But if you're not looking for 100% treasure, you could just take that little shortcut there to skip some of the dungeon, but I'm not going to do that, so. We are about to see the new enemy, the two new enemies that we haven't encountered yet. Those Medusa enemies, and then he's got these bat enemies here. These wizards, so they're like avian wizards, I guess. They're actually strong enough that they can't be defeated by one hit by Reuben. So we're gonna have Marshman use his mega bombs. Oh, the mega bombs. Because Reuben and a Mega Bomb will finish them off. So he misses it by 18 hit points. But if you like throw a Mega Bomb, it doesn't matter. It does like those just a little bit. It splits damage. So unfortunately, Marshman is confused. But in future battles with these guys, like I said, we'll be throwing the jumbo bombs. Because even if there's like three of them, you know, Reuben, a jumbo bomb will take care of, you know, one of them, and then next round, Reuben, a jumbo bomb take care of the second one, and then the third round, we can just finish them off with just anything. By that point, the jumbo bombs will weaken them up, so Marshman can finish them off with the cat claw or the axe. So we've got like a Medusa palette swap, Stethano. I'm going to grab these treasure chests, and I'm going to finish off all these group of monsters off screen. And we're going to head over this way. We're going to see these little puzzles. You can throw a bomb like one screen over, one tab over. So we're going to clear these boulders out with bombs. You only had to clear that one, but obsessive compulsive, kind of fill them both out. So there'll be a few more puzzles like that where we have to take care of boulders blocking their way with our bombs. But luckily there's a lot of treasure chests here that do give bombs out, so you don't have to worry about, you know, running out. And we're going to have our last, well, not the last new enemy in this area, but the last one in this episode here, to the south there. We're going to have kind of a palette swap of the boss and the mines. Instead of being the Djinn, now we got the Afreet, so it's kind of like the Afreet monster. Unlike the Djinn in the mine, this one is weak to ice, so we can use our ice magic against it. But Reuben can also take them out with one hit with the Morning Star. So, and if not, he gets very, very close. He rolls really low. So, just concentrate your power on him, and not that hard. Now we're going to clear out these enemies all here. And we're gonna stop right here. We get the moon helm, a new helmet for Marshman. So, and I'll talk about that helmet in the next episode, where we continue on through this lava dome, hopefully to find the fire crystal. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.